Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Still Life, Blind. I'm going to read all of the journal entries that I missed. I think I read up to... here, which is actually quite a lot of reading to be done. Good place to check out. Introducing Collar. Great, now some obsessed loser wants to prove Granddad was a serial killer. Here's hoping nobody hears about that down south. Collar does seem really interested in serial killers, though. Too interested? It has happened that people like that eventually decide to try it for themselves. Grandma's cookies. Those cookies really mean a lot to Dad. He could probably make them himself, I guess, but they wouldn't taste the same. I know they remind him of Grandma. I guess I probably do too. I'll bring some to Richard, help smooth things over with him. I guess I can't fault him for being excited about his work. Chapter 4. Jack the Ripper's bedroom. Vladana wasn't lying to me, but she wasn't telling me the whole truth either. Everybody lies. Some people lie without knowing it, some to protect themselves, some to protect someone else, and some people lie to play an angle. Some people lie just for the heck of it. Vladana isn't in the last category, but she isn't in the first either. The Perlovka Reaper. Talk about appearances being deceiving. Mark Ackerman's studio was a wreck, a real dive, but there's no denying the power of his talent. One or two of his paintings had an immediate reaction on me. They went straight to my gut. Well, actually a bit lower. The man himself was a bit of a phony, with all of the talk about how interesting it was to meet a detective. Or maybe I'm just jealous because I would love to trade places with him. Skalnik is a unique individual, and now Skalnik is acting the way his type usually does when with people in my line of work. He clammed up completely. I should have known the cooperation wouldn't last, but it doesn't matter. If he thinks he's better than me, all that means is that he's going to underestimate me. Speculation and burned orphanage. The killer's victims have all been prostitutes. Does he have something against them? His methods seem to indicate some kind of plan at work. Maybe he just hates women, and the red light ladies are easiest for him to hunt. Everything he does is a clue about him, and the more I can figure out, the closer I am to nailing the bastard. I don't know what's worse, expecting the things are going to turn out badly, or being right when they do. The orphanage. I knew it was going to come back to haunt me. First the mysterious coachman, then Stashek, and now it turns out to have been the site of one of the murders. The slut knows. I hate picking up breadcrumbs. The message, the slut knows, has been carved into the wood recently, which leads me to believe that the killer is playing a game. I don't really have a choice but to play along. What other choice do I have? As long as I can foresee the trap ahead, I'll be fine. Cover up. It's one thing when you don't care enough to investigate a murder properly, but throwing away evidence goes beyond that. It seems every time that Skalnik's name comes up, he smells a little bit worse. What is he up to? Friendly Peter. It's such a relief to be on Peter's good side now. It means he doesn't ask any questions, and I don't have to try and convince him to help me. Playing mind games with him would be like bouncing a ball off of a rainstorm. Mark Ackerman, book on the occult. I'm not too happy that Ida proposed for Ackerman either, but to be honest with yourself, Gus, is it because Ackerman's a creep, or is it simply a matter of jealousy? I really have nothing to be jealous about, though. I know Ida loves me, she would never betray me, and if she posed for him before we met, well, that's none of my business. Bell's telegram. When you start turning rocks over, all the bugs come out, and Ackerman seems to be getting creepier by the minute. Bell's telegram mentioned his indiscretions. I wonder what he meant by that. Maybe I should go and pay a visit to Skalnik. He's probably the reason why the indiscretions are getting expensive. Confronting Skalnik. I had a lot of pieces and the shape of the puzzle was beginning to form, but it was only an outline. I needed more. That's why I went back to talk to Skalnik. The one thing I could be sure of was that Skalnik was hiding something, so I went back to talk to him. I was hoping that if I caught him off guard, I could make him give something away. As it turned out, that's what happened, and then some. Chapter 5. The Garden of Earthly Delights. Victoria's bedroom. So, Miller has seen my room now. Thanks, Dad. I'll have to make sure he keeps his mouth shut, or it will be all over the force and the bureau, and I'll probably have to move again. Shouldn't be too tough to bully Miller into silence, though. I just hope he doesn't talk to Collar before I get there. The prints are a match, but still, I have a hard time believing it's Collar. Another thing I can't believe is that I'm going back to his apartment. That place is gross. Clockwork nightmare. As soon as I got to campus, Miller wanted to talk about my goddamn room. Well, gee, I'd love to, Miller, but I'm kind of investigating a multiple homicide. Christ. And when he saw the pictures on Collar's wall, he started acting like he has never seen porn before. I guess it just wasn't his day for room decoration. At least he didn't puke this time. A friendly neighbor. Something's missing, or I'm missing something. Collar's got it all. Ties to the victims, he lives on the campus, he's interested in serial killers, those pictures of his. But I don't know. Even his collection of BDSM fits the profile, but my gut is telling me that he's not our guy. He's hiding something though, but who knows what a guy like this might think is worth hiding. Mia, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be hiding much at all, and she's not being subtle about the other things she would like to show me either. A bouncer. You know, I might have not minded Miller getting all pissy about being asked to watch the club if he hadn't screwed up with the bouncer in the first place, and the bouncer was hilarious, the kind of guy your mother warns you about, and also the kind of guy to tell all the female trainees about at Quantico. I couldn't believe the information he was just blurting out. Between him and Mia, it has been a pretty flattering day. A secret club. The first thing I noticed about the decor, of course, was the painting on the ceiling. It was beautiful, but I couldn't help thinking that two of those women were dead, and another one was the next person on the bastards list. This all made sense when I found the register with the name Mark Ackerman inside. Whoever is doing this obviously knows about the club and the women who work there. I have to ask Richard for anything and everything he knows about Mark Ackerman. Seeing Browning's name in the register explains a few things about his behavior at the interrogation. I can't wait to look at his face when I tell him I found out where he gets his kicks. Under different circumstances, this club might have been a fun place to visit. In Chapter 6, The Scream. Goddamn Skalnik. It's amazing. First I thought he was just a lazy cop. After that he was acting like a jerk, and now I realized why he opened up to me the first time we met. The son of a bitch was testing me, looking for a reasonable patsy to take fall for Ackerman's son. Well, we'll just see about that. I'm going to miss Stashek. When the chips were down, he came through for me without asking any questions. Allies like him are rare and vulnerable and valuable. Apollina's death. Maybe I pushed Skalnik too hard at his office. I was surprised when he actually started shooting at me in public. On the other hand, it makes sense if you want to accuse a man of murder, and he knows who really did it. It's easier to pin the blame on someone when that person is too dead to argue. The sewers. I had a feeling when I went down to the sewers that was it. Bell and the Ackermans knew the jig was up. And Skalnik was trying to kill me, and Stashek wasn't going to be of any help anymore. In my favor, I knew who the killer was, and I knew how he was getting around, and I was going straight to the heart of his operation. One way or another, things had to come to an end, and soon. Chapter 7, Death Do Us Part, Exposing Mark Ackerman. God, remembering those paintings, I can't believe it. I wonder if Granddad ever knew that Ackerman painted him. I sure hope that if he did know, he never had to see it. Ackerman, that sick fuck. No wonder his paintings are so vivid. And I just can't believe Richard talking about Ackerman like he's some kind of a misunderstood tragic hero. This case I'm on, the killer must know about Ackerman, probably admires the bastard. I'll get him for you, Granddad, I promise. Now, Richard's presentation was very nice, but I need more info quick. If my killer is copying Mark Ackerman through his paintings, I definitely need to go dig deeper. Maybe the computers at the office hold the answer. Okay, let's talk to everyone once again.
Mia, do you feel up for a few questions?
Sure.
Can you tell me, is this you in the picture?
Yes, it is.
Where and when was it taken?
I don't remember anyone taking a picture of me at that party. It was a rave in an abandoned warehouse somewhere. It was a few weeks ago.
Who were you with?
I was with...
Sorry, Mia. Stephanie was with you.
Yes.
How did you meet Stephanie?
I met her at work.
So you, Cynthia, and Stephanie worked at the club?
Yes.
Who's the fourth girl?
I don't know her real name. She was known as Queen of Secrets. The rule was never to give our real names to the clients or to the staff. But me, Steph, and Cynthia didn't respect the rule. We often partied. We got pretty close. But she respected the rule and never mixed with us.
You were Lady Temptation.
Yes, and Steph was Baroness of Blood and Cynthia Mistress of Pain.
What went on at the club?
Well, Queen of Secrets would host the clients in the room with 4 statues. The clients would change their clothes.
Change their clothes?
Yes. They would put on Victorian-style cloaks with top hats, and they would wear masks.
Masks?
Yes, it was a rule never to know their true identity. These men were probably rich and powerful. It was to prevent us girls from blackmailing the clients. Plus, it heightened their experience with all the role-playing possibilities. It put them at ease to know that we didn't know them. The money was absolutely insane.
Thanks, Mia. I want you to stay with Richard for a while, because I might have more questions for you. Is that all right with you?
It's no problem.
I'll call you later. I still need to talk to you.
Okay.
I wonder if I can read the book now. Is it a book about Ackerman? Like his biography or something?
I don't need that.
Okay, I can't read that, actually. Which is interesting. So why does it even exist?
Do you have any more information about Mark Ackerman?
All I have is a book that the Department of Fine Arts printed.
May I have a copy?
Sure, honey. It's on the presentation stand in the center of the exhibition. Why the sudden interest?
It has something to do with my case.
What? In what way?
The killer left 2 messages at 2 of the crime scenes. Disturbed sanctuary and a sinner's pardon were written on the walls. I didn't know what they meant until now.
You mean the killer knows about Mark Ackerman?
Yes.
That seems unlikely. Ackerman's pretty much unknown. This is the first time he's going to be exposed to the public.
That's why you have to give me a list of all the people who sold you the paintings and a list of the people from the Fine Arts Department who are involved in this project. Can you do that for me?
Sure, but it'll take time.
Thanks. See you later.
Okay, I'll go work on that list.
Okay, let's go read that book. A book on Ackerman's paintings. Okay, I guess it just gives me all of his paintings with no description or anything. Empty shell. Mob boss. La Promenade. Peace of Mind. Abandoned. Death do us part. Okay, I guess it's probably maybe used as a clue in one of the later puzzles or something. Let's go back to the office. Talk to the people here.
Claire? What are you doing here?
Why do I have the feeling I just caught you with your hand in the cookie jar? I just came up here to get some blank report sheets. I'm all out downstairs, and there you are.
Claire, what's your level of clearance?
Level 2. Oh, no. Please don't tell me you were trying to find files using my name.
Oh, I found them. I just can't access them. It's level 4 clearance only. Oh, I'd love to read them.
Don't tell me you have a lead.
Actually, I might have one, yes, but I won't go into details just yet. I've been taught to never give any details before you have all the facts.
Oh, really? Who's the idiot that taught you that?
You did at Quantico. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
Anyways, I really need to get my hands on those files.
Clearance 4, huh? I know one person who has that level of clearance, Todd. We never had this conversation, and I certainly never said that you could try the computer in his office instead of trying to get me in trouble. Victoria?
Uh-oh. You never call me Victoria unless it's serious.
You usually cut corners, I know, but why do something that might actually cost you your job?
Because I feel responsible for Stephanie's death.
Okay, now how is that possible?
When I chased our murderer on the rooftop, I had a chance to take him out and I didn't.
Why? Did you freeze? I know that happens sometimes, even to the best.
I'm sorry, but that sounded like a male impotent speech.
Victoria, I'm being serious.
I froze, sort of. I was hanging over the ledge.
Victoria, I can't believe we're having this conversation. That's not a shot, and you know it. How is your falling to your death any good for the case?
Thanks for the tip. Oh, and we never had this conversation.
We better not have had this conversation. Never mind. Well, good luck, sweetie. And when you get the final facts, make sure you think of me and share.
Of course I will. Thanks for being you.
Okay. So I suppose I'm breaking into his office, which with the janitor here it's kind of...
Hey, do you think I could borrow those keys?
Over my dead body, senorita.
I need those keys. I have to find a way to distract him. The boss's office. It's locked, of course.
There is a fire extinguisher in the garage, which I noticed is an interactable object. Like I've noticed this the first time I was here, but I never. Yeah, so maybe I can like pretend that a fire extinguisher exploded and made a mess or something, and then he will be distracted, and I can.
Hey, do you think I could borrow those keys?
Over my dead body, senorita.
I never used mixed public washrooms. Locked. Claire must still be at the murder scene.
Wait, she was literally just here. Like, my idea is to somehow make a mess, because obviously he's a janitor. It's unfortunately, it would be his work to clean it up.
A plastifier. This. That won't work. It's a paper cutter. I need those keys. I have to find a way to distract him.
Oh, what do?
Boss's office. It's locked, of course.
Okay, the interaction icon is obviously with the keys, right? Once I do get them, I guess I could maybe spill some coffee as well. If I clog, yeah,
That won't work.
clog this.
I don't need that. That's a clean mess.
Clean mess is some kind of an oxymoron, but
I'm sorry, but I made a terrible mess at the coffee machine.
Oh, that machine is so stupid.
The boss's office.
can I? Okay, I can't return the keys, which, you know, normally that's what you would do, right? You would open it, return them, and then quietly sneak back in and pretend you're not there. Okay, is that a...
It's locked. It's a print scanner. I need one of Todd's prints.
Okay, so I can scan his mag for prints.
Damn, it's password locked. I need to go directly to the archives downstairs. Damn, it's password locked. This is gray powder. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. I can't just use the brush. That won't work. can't use that here. A plastifier. I can't use that here.
I forgot last time, like I need a piece of like special paper to copy the print.
I don't need more powder. I can't just use the brush.
I already forgot how it worked last
I can't
time.
use that here. This will do nicely for prints.
Okay, it worked exactly like this. Okay, that's a safe. Some tapes. Is this a key to the archive? Security key for the elevator. Why can't I check what other suspicious things he has? I would be interested in what kind of tapes he would have to hide.
I need the key to unlock the archive level. Door's locked. It leads to the archives room security corridor. The security panel for this door must be on the other side. This door leads to the bomb squad room. It's electronically locked. Maybe if I jolt the circuits, it will open. I need to get to the circuits, and it's not by using press-ons or by using a dime. That won't work.
I would need like a screwdriver or something. Now, where would I get a screwdriver from? Like, presumably from somewhere back in the office, right? Oh, that's something. Is that a screwdriver? No, that's a taser. Okay. That doesn't necessarily help me. Although I suppose it's used for some... Oh, maybe I can use the taser to short circuit it because, you know, it emits an electric current. But I still need a screwdriver to open the... Maybe the janitor has a screwdriver. Yes, indeed, he does. Okay, there's a computer, but I will continue next time because this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!